All right, here we are. And we're gonna start. If you have a little hair protector, you can go ahead and put that on. And I like to make sure the ears are not cramped in there. They're not crunked. I don't know if that's a word, but all right. And it's not absolutely necessary to have that, but okay, so we're gonna start by wetting the face. So what I have here is sponges with hot water in a small container. And I have a washcloth here to the side of this. And so you want to wring out the sponges so they're not dripping wet, but that they still have some good moisture. And then we're going to start on the décolleté. Oops. So we're going to wet the décolleté, the neck, and the entire face. Get it some moisture. And then we're gonna get facial cleanser, a nice facial cleanser. Apply to your hand. And then you might want to get a little more water with your other hand. And then apply to the décolleté, the neck, and the face.
Avoiding the eyes.
Avoiding over the eyes. Yeah, you only want eye cleanser or lotion made for the eyes on the eyes. Okay, so now we can start with a little circular massage on the cleansing the décolleté, and then up the neck. And if it gets a little dry, add a little water. Or add a little soap if it doesn't seem like you have enough soap. So I like this hand over hand movement for the neck. It always feels really good. Lifting. Always want to lift up. And now here's a move now for the face. So you're going to go up the side of the face, over the forehead, and over the cheeks, and then back. Looks like this. When you end at the temples usually. So, but you can do that like 1, 2, 3 times, and then end at the temple. And then do some more cleansing circles if you like. And on the nose. The nose can feel like it can get blocked, so you don't want to press in on both sides at once. Otherwise,
can't breathe too well.
Can't breathe. And get this area to the side of the nose, and then for the top of the mouth and the bottom and the chin, you can do one finger one way, one finger the other way, and that will cleanse both those areas. I usually do 3 times. And then do circles. So you can do whatever you want, and then you can go the other way. So whichever way you went originally, you want to go. I'm not sure if I have it right, but 3 times, and then circles. Okay, and then back to the temples. Nice to end at the temples. And then I am going to. You can either use a steam towel or these sponges, and I'm just going to use the sponges, I think, for this one. And you want to
so you're
taking off the cleanser. And you can turn the sponges over, do more cleansing. Bring them out. And you don't have to absolutely get everything because you're going to be scrubbing and doing more cleansing. So, and then the nose. Ending at the temples. All right, now facial scrub. I use Earth Science. You can buy it at Lazy Acres if you want. I like this one because it has almond meal, and you don't need too much. It goes pretty far. But it's very, it doesn't dry out the skin, which I like. It keeps it.
It's almond scrub?
Yeah. And now we're just gonna, no décolleté, we'll just do the neck. Put it on first. The forehead, the nose. And in esthetician school, they recommend covering the eyes if you feel like you don't want to get it in their eyes, but I haven't done that for a while, but if you're feeling you want to do that, that's fine. Okay, and then we'll start same process with the neck. The chin, and I like to do nice little scrubby moves. And the chin and above the mouth. Yeah, so however you feel you want to do that, it's fine. And if you want to end with these circles, you can. Okay, and now we're going to go get the hot towel from the cabbie. Rinse your hands a little. Okay, so these have been folded up nicely by putting them in half. Because what you want to do is have it. Oh, okay, let me show you. You want to have it half this way, actually. And there's a reason for that. And then you roll it up. You want to make sure it's not too hot, so I touch it to my chin. Make sure it's not too hot for the person. Then you place it down with this side up.
Yummy.
Yeah, and then you can press on the shoulders.
And you
can even press on the neck here.
You don't put scrub on the décolleté, right?
No, I didn't. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Just cleanser.
Yeah, just the cleanser. And now you grab this, you pull it just below the nose, fold it, and then pull the rest up over the eyes. And then you're gonna just press slightly, not too hard, but enough to release that heat into the face. And then while that's resting, I usually figure out what I'm going to do next. So, okay. Well, I think I'm going to show you with the oils, because if you have any oils, this is a really nice thing to do. But I'm going to take my toner, have that handy. I'm going to have these oils. I put geranium and different, let me get one. Make sure it doesn't have. Okay, this is the rose one. Actually, I need to put some more rose in here, but it has. And then the base is apricot kernel, and then I put whatever essential oils I like. I think this one has lavender, so I'm not going to use that one. And then this one is for acne skin. If they have any pimples, it's a blemish oil, a blend.
Okay.
Tea tree and some other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get those handy. And then we'll go ahead now to take the product off the face at this point. What I like to do is start at the top, spread out the forehead. So you're going to get all the product off.
So we're still working on the cleanser, right?
What's that?
We're just getting rid of the cleanser. Is that
Well,
what-
this is
The
a scrub
mask.
now.
Oh, this is a scrub.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you definitely want to get rid of as much scrub as possible.
Oh, right.
So now I've gone, I've moved my hands a little further down so I have a clean part of towel. You always go across and up. You don't want to go down on the face. So you want to go across and up and get off all the product. For the neck, you can pull up on the neck. And then here's another kind of thing. You can roll this towel and do a little back and forth here. Just make sure this part of the towel isn't on their neck because it could give them give them like a little cut or something. So you want to make sure it's just towel. Okay, and then I usually feel it. Oh, there's still a little scrub there. Maybe I'll take my sponges and get some of that. Some people have, older people especially, Abby doesn't really, but there's
A lot of folds.
well, folds.
Yeah.
So you want to get in those folds and get out the product from there.
Right.
Because that happens a lot actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe do a few more of these moves. Maybe a little bit more here and there. Make sure all the scrubby granulars are gone. Okay, so now they're nice and cleansed. And it is nice to use 2 hot towels by this time. So you might want to, from the first cleanser, use a hot towel then and use it now as well. Okay, now oil. So first thing I'm going to do is grab a little oil. This is mostly apricot kernel. It has a little rose in it. It's got a little coloring of rose. This is hard to get out. You don't need too much, maybe like 7 drops. And then just dot it on. And it's really good for dry skin to have this oil underneath the lotion. So, and it's going to be under the mask. Now I take this is a toner I use that,
You put the toner on after the oil.
I do because, well, this is how I was trained with this product. This is actually a product that they don't make anymore.
Okay.
But they say what it does is drive in the essential oils into the skin, but takes off some of the greasy apricot kernel. So that's why they do it that way. And it seems to work, so I still do it. But you could do the toner first and then apply the oil if it's a different kind of oil. This just seems to work. It kind of spreads the oil out too. But I don't know if this is a little different than toner, so I can't tell you for sure. All right, so now you have that. And we're gonna, what I like to do is take a little bit of that toner off. So I take my diaper towel now. I'm gonna go get that warm water. And you can also just use diapers instead of any of those other towels at all, if you like the diaper feel. But basically, you spread it out lengthwise. You're gonna go down and then fold at the eyes, and then down, and fold under the chin and neck.
So it's opposite the other one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you can also do it the other way, and now we're just going to kind of dab it off because there's really not that much there. And then here's the other way, if you want to do both ways for fun.
It doesn't matter then.
Yeah, you could just do it one way or both ways. People kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll save that for later. Okay, so now it's time for the mask. So this is the one I like. I buy this in bulk. I get a bunch of them, like 30 of them. MJ Care, that's what it's called.
No wonder you like it.
And then if you have a scissor, it helps. You can tear it as well, but my fingers don't like to tear. I have a hard time tearing it. So I bring little scissors. And I forgot to show you, sometimes I warm it up a little before I should have done it before but that's okay. Okay, so now you'll take it out there. All right, so this is a little tricky. So you gotta find where the eye flaps are up. In other words, whoops, there's the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Now the eye flaps are right there, so I'm gonna turn this around. And then start from here. And now apply it. Okay, so this part goes over the nose and that part over the mouth. It's a little tricky the first time. This goes over the nose. And these eye flaps go right over the eyes. And remind me, I forgot to show you guys the eye cleanse.
Mm.
I should probably have that recorded at least at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you want to smooth out this, so you want to get all this good juice on their face. You want to make sure there's no bubbles. Try to get it smoothed out. And if you need to fold it like this, that's fine, so that there's no gap. Oops, there you go. Oh well, that's about as good as we're gonna get. All right, so now, while that's setting, we can do massage. So I'm just gonna do a quick little.
How long do you usually let that set?
Yeah, so ideally at least 10 minutes. So you can do massage of the shoulders. And if you want to start at the arms, that's fine too. And then come back here. But you can apply oil. And then do arms. And all the stuff you would do for arms and hands. Okay, and I'm gonna cut this short. I'm sorry, Abby.
Okay.
But I don't want the video too long. We can go back to you.
Right. Well, we all know how to do hands.
Yeah, so we all know that.
You know how to do
Arms
arms.
and hands. And, yeah. Okay, so let's say you did both arms and you did a little bit on the neck, maybe the back of the neck. And then it's time to take the mask off. So what you do is you grab underneath and you're gonna roll it up. And then I like to squeeze out this juice because it's good juice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use that to massage the face, all that juice. So I'm going to show you a few massage moves just so you have something, and you can do whatever you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what I like to do is maybe start like this. So you bring your whole forearm down And then that strokes up the whole face. And then, let's see. So here's one where you go this way and down over the forehead. And stroke up the forehead. Thumb over thumb. You can go across and then press down into the neck here. Back up the neck. Whatever you like to do here. And you can do like little squeezy motions and always lifting up. Acupressure if you want, under the chin, on top, to the side, the mouth. Side of nose. Side of eye, and over the eyebrow. What are some other moves? I like this one. So you have 2 fingers here. You can do circle right between those 2 fingers up and to the side as well. There's, over the eye gently, very gently. And then 2 fingers follow it from the other hand. Very gently. And then I like this one. You kind of, with your fingers, you come up into the cheek, press out with the thumb, come up a little bit, and then go both directions. One towards the base of the neck and one up. Here, I'll show it on this side. Fingers, thumb, up, spread out. And so those are just a few moves. You can look at them on YouTube probably and find some more. And then here I like to balance at the end, the top of the chin with the forehead, and then the sides. Okay. And then if you want to leave that on and do some more neck stuff, that's great too. But I usually wipe, or I rinse off the collagen, because it can be a little sticky if you leave it on. So I try not to get that in the back of the neck. Okay, now, so we're gonna go, we wanna get the collagen off. So I'm gonna go wet my diaper towel. And now the water's a little cooler, which is nice, so you can close the pores. And we're going to do the same thing we did before. And just gently wipe that off. And the opposite direction if you like. Okay, now you have a nice, clean and nourished face. And so the ending, what you want to do at the end here is get your lotion that you use. And she has nice oil in her skin. I'm going to use two different lotions actually. This one's the almond, the earth. This is nice for most people, Earth Science. And that's the almond moisturizer, I believe. Fragrance free. The thing's not working very well. And then this one is a goat. I don't know if you can see that. The Petite Farms goat milk lotion. It's very good for dry skin. And it has some orange in it. A little bit of citrus. So I'm going to mix those together. And then we'll put it on the face. A little bit on the décolleté. All right. Now we'll do the lips. Actually, let's do the eyes first. This they don't make anymore, but I loved it. Barrage therapy. But I have a Clinique one that's a gel that's pretty good. So we'll put a little bit on there.
And what is it?
Oh, eye cream.
Okay. So it's an eye cream.
Yeah. So, and what I like to do is touch the sides of their temples first so that they're not shocked when you put the eye stuff on. And then you can put it on their eye, the sides, and under a little, and on top. All right, and then for the lips, I take, it's just jojoba oil, but you can use whatever oil. And then we're going to put a couple drops there. And again, if you can touch the sides here, and then just dab that on.
So you always use that rather than your finger?
Yeah, you want to use a Q-tip for that.
Yeah,
It just feels better to them, you know.
And probably, also if they have anything going on.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, you never know. All right, and now we'll just do a finishing. I like to do little, is that percussion? With the fingers. Oops, there's a... Da-da-da. And, you know, during, probably at this point, if you want to do it, if you have extra time, you can do scalp massage and that kind of stuff. And of course the neck, you can always, it's nice to do some neck work while the mask is, you can do all your neck work there. And okay, I'm going to quickly show you, so that's it. Oh, it's not, usually I end with one hand here and one at the chest. Just a nice centering ending. Okay, I'm going to show you really quickly the eye cleanse, just so you, so I usually wet the pads, just slightly, wring them out. And I have an eye cleanser, like if they have a lot of makeup, you probably want to just leave them alone. But if you do have eye cleanser, you could put that on. But otherwise, they don't have any makeup, you could probably just use water. And then cover. And then from the side, I gently go over the top of the eyes and the eyelid, top of the eyelid. And then take this, you can make it into a little taco. And then just stroke up the lash. And then under the eye, you want to go always in, because you don't want to stretch that eye.
Okay.
And then if you want to end, make sure you got everything off there. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think we're done. Taco. and under eye. Ta-da!
Okay.
Thank you.